Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am back. And I am back again. I came by here earlier and recorded a live stream and said some things that I know for sure the algorithm would have got me in trouble about. So I had to come back again and do this one more time. You feel me? Let me make sure we good to go over here. What's going on Instagram and what's going on TikTok? Let's see what they said over here. Welcome to TikTok Live. Remember to create a safe viewing experience. Yeah, okay. It's safe. I just wanted to make sure. So what's going on? Welcome to all of those that are new for the first time coming through. Tapping in with your girl, Dr. T, and welcome back to all of those who are returning. They didn't been here before. They didn't came. They didn't sup with me. They didn't got down with me. The whole 9 yards, okay? You know what I bring. Like I said, I'm not going to be here long. I'm going to be here short, sweet, straight to the beat. I want to first start this video with a story. And the story goes a little something like this. And I'm going to use me as the example. I walked into a store to go buy clothing for my children. And after I picked out all of their stuff, made sure they was nice, it was now my turn to go find me something. And in that moment of me looking and spending over 2 hours in the store to make sure that they got what they need, I didn't have enough time to take to find what I need. And what I saw was not really, in my lane. It was something that I would like. Therefore, I said, well, you know what? I'll just come back another day and take care of myself. As long as they taken care of, I'm good. As long as they look nice, I'm good. And in that moment, I thought about how we as women, especially, there's some brothers, I'm not going to take that away from the brothers, but majority of women, I'm a woman, and I know before we eat, the kids eat. Before we eat, the spouse eat. If we're at an event, somebody has invited us, before we eat, we'll make sure everybody else is eating. Everybody else is served. When we go shopping, we make sure they look 100%. And then we put ourselves on the back burner. If we even have enough to buy us something that we like, that we would like to wear. If you a single mother, before you go to sleep, you make sure everybody else is asleep. If you a married woman, a married mother, you make sure, some instances, that the house is locked up, everybody's good. If you're a praying woman, you're up praying. We always come last. We make sure everybody else is good. You can be going through something mentally challenging, physically challenging, and you will still pick up your phone and counsel or minister or encourage or exhort somebody else over yourself. And the truth of the matter is, and if y'all don't mind sharing this, doesn't matter if it's on the replay, doesn't matter if it's live, share, share, share. How many of us can say, yeah, that's me? Or I know somebody that does that. That's just like that. On TikTok, if you don't mind smashing the hearts, the likes, that just helps me beat the algorithm. It absolutely costs $0.99, okay? And it helps me get into the For You page. I'm on a mission. And like I said, this does not just pertain to women only. I know some brothers that they out there busting their butts to make sure that their family come first. They miserable, they tired, they burned out, they exhausted. I know some brothers who have a very compassionate heart that everybody comes, that everybody's happiness, everybody's success, peace comes before their own. They will sacrifice and put their peace and their well-being to the side. And then we just keep trucking through life like this. We never take the time to smell the roses. One thing that my grandmother said to me a long time ago that has never left me, it has always stuck with me. And that is, do you know what your own skin feel like? I'm going to ask you that tonight. What does your skin feel like? Do you know? Have you gotten so familiar with yourself that you know what your own skin feel like without you having to touch it right now when I ask that? Do you remember what you look like in the mirror? When's the last time, sisters, that you bought yourself some flowers? That if you don't want to buy flowers, you don't have to. That you've actually taken some time to go sit in the backyard, the front yard, the car, at a restaurant, somewhere by yourself. Without your phone, without mama, without honey, without babe, without boo, without daughter, without sister, without minister, servant. When's the last time? I'm going to tell you why it has been laid upon my shoulders and put in my spirit. I mean, this does not discriminate from those that's on public assistance to those that's already up the corporate ladder, those in leadership, those in business, those in government, those in the White House. This does not discriminate. If y'all don't mind going crazy on the hearts, it helps me beat the algorithm. If you don't mind sharing, tagging, inviting Sharon to your story, whatever platform you are viewing me on tonight, I'm asking you to help me spread this positive message, aka movement. It's called the Me First movement. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't good, ain't nobody good. And the number one factor of heart attacks and all that type of stuff in women is stress. It's stress. Why are you the last person to eat and not the first? Let me make sure that I have nutrients and nourishments to be my 100% best. You want to know why the relationship ain't relationshiping? Why you having issues in the relationship? Because you ain't showing up 100%. And anything that does not show up 100% does not perform the job well. You out here trying to work, You out here trying to figure it out. You out here trying to pay bills. You out here trying to put food on the table. You out here trying to live. And life is out here life. And then guess who's taking the tail end of the stick? You. You. And can you imagine what that is doing to your mental well-being, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, your relationships? If you don't show up at 100%, you're not performing to your greatest capacity. You're just not. If you got a job and you got to spend 85 to 90% of your time there, you have no time for your family. You don't. You ready to come relax? You ready to come rest? You counting down the days to your day off if you even got one. Don't have no 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. No cap. And I'm not going to say who this is because they probably wouldn't want me to say who this is. But I watch somebody that I love get up and go to work at 6 a.m. He had to get up like at 4:30 in order to be on time at work at 6 a.m. Get off, right, at 2:30 p.m. It takes an hour to drive from his work location to the house. Go in there for 15 minutes. Take a nap, 30 minutes at the most. Because now he got to be back up at 4:30 p.m. in order to drive another hour to his second job that starts at 6 p.m. And then he don't get off until the middle of the night. And then sleep in the car for the 2 or 3 hours and do that thing all again. I watch this person look like they were on the brink of expiring just to make enough to pay their rent. And still didn't have enough. It was like, I don't know what I'm going to do about my cell phone bill. I got my rent and I got my lights. And then would tell me all the time, I'm so tired. And I'm not talking about I'm physically tired, because I am physically tired. You can clearly see that. But I'm tired of living like this. This is not living. So now, in order to feel happy or to feel alive, they turn to alcohol because they really not living. And I'm watching them self-destruct. I'm like, you need to have some time to go by the beach, by the water. The natural elements have healing abilities in them. You go hug a tree and see if you don't feel good. You go walk through the grass. The elements affect our moods. It affects our attitudes. It has, the sun is more than just the light by day. When that sun come out, you feel vibrant. You ready to get dressed. You feel energized. You want to go out and get in the streets. Hello, somebody. But when it's raining and it's stormy, your body wants to lay down. It wants to get into relaxation and rest mode. I don't feel like doing this today. Oh, this is a long day. It's raining. It's cold. I could just be snuggled in my bed. You can't get that out of your mind. The water, the moving water, has healing. It releases endorphins and different things. That's why a lot of people like to go to the water, including witches. The elements. I'm like, you need to go to the beach and just take you some time. Oh, I can't do that right now because I got bills to pay. I would love to do that. And can you imagine doing that all of your life, only to come to the end of your life and that's all you did? And you did not get to enjoy you. You didn't get to know you, what makes you laugh, what makes you smile. You just running on fumes. And you just Maintain it. You have life, but you're not living. You want to know why a whole bunch of people, and there's a whole bunch of people that have mental health issues because they're just trying to get through trauma. They're just trying to get through it. They're not healing and enjoying the journey and allowing the pain to hurt and then to be healed and then say, okay, I learned from that, and this is what I learned from that, instead of beating themselves up, instead of taking it out, self-sabotaging themselves, instead of being bitter with the person who hurt them. They would do those things instead of just saying, hey, look, it is what it is. I'm going to let it rip. It hurts like I don't know what, but I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm not going to let it hinder me. I'm going to take the necessary time that I need to grieve peacefully, to grieve that relationship, to grieve what I thought it should have been, to grieve the job loss, whatever it is. And then I'm going to get back up and I'm going to be stronger. No, we just keep plowing through it. And mentally, we become ill. Mental illness is an illness that is brought about not so much generationally, because it can be. I mean, if it's as a man thinketh, so is he, and then your seed comes from out of you and into another a space to grow and nurture what's in that seed. But for the most part, mental illness is nothing more than a warfare in a person's mind that they don't know how to control. That's what mental illness is. It's two opinions wrestling against each other, or maybe 50 wrestling against the right. No, don't do that. Yeah, you should do that. You should have said that. Why you didn't say that? Oh my goodness, you should have cussed them out, man. They made you feel belligerent. They belittled you today. Whatever the case may be, you shouldn't do that. That's not going to work. Yes, it will. I tried it. I believe it. So what if you believe it? Look at all the other people that never worked for. Warfare is really self-sabotage, and it comes from a place of trauma. It comes from a place of trauma. So I have decided to take the initiative for the me first movement, because I have realized that if I'm not okay, nobody is okay. I can't mother my children correctly as much as I love them with a mental illness. It's an illness. Something that was brought on by stress, something that was brought on by trauma, something that was brought on by fear, something that was let in. Because you got to think about it. No child is born with a mental illness. None. Their environments shape, how they think. Oh, I'm afraid. They fighting. I'm peeing on myself. I'm scared to get up. I got fears. I can't go to the bathroom by myself. I'm getting beat. I don't know why I'm getting beat. I'm supposed to get love. It's a sickness. And you were not given sickness as a portion. You just were not. And in order for you to clear the clutter, I know I'm talking to somebody on tonight. How many of us have just compartmentalized and filled up our real estate? This is a real estate. This mine is real estate. Say it's a 3-bedroom. Thank you, Sister Portia. Say this is a 3-bedroom. And you got furniture and boxes and stuff in the attic in this 3-bedroom from childhood. and you never decluttered it. So therefore, you can't do anything new. You can't see new things. You can't believe new things. You can't experience new things. Why? Because your real estate is full to the brim. Many of us, and I'm only saying us respectively, many of us are mind hoarders. Yep, I remember they did this. Yeah, I remember when that happened to me. Yeah, I remember yeah, I remember how that went down. Yeah, you just full of baggage and trauma in your mind. How can you put new furniture in there? How can you put new lighting in there? We can learn something from building houses. If the foundation ain't right, the whole framework will fall. If that foundation ain't laid and set the right way, the pillars, the beams, all of the rest of the stuff is off because of the foundation. But the foundation is laid first, and then you got the four pillars to hold up the house, and then you go in and put in the middle poles and the beams and all of this stuff, right? Now, when a house has rotted, the wood has rotted, it's a mess. And they need to demolition the house. They don't just say, hey, we're going to throw this whole house away. They go in and they demolition the whole entire house, but that foundation, they leave intact. Because you can always build on another foundation. Well, on the same foundation. You can always build again on the same foundation. So a renovation, they go in there and they tear out all the walls. They tear down all the boards, tear it down to the foundation, and then they build back better. The foundation is still there, but the framework has had to be torn down. Why? Because it's inhabitable. Are you picking up what I'm putting down tonight? You can't go in there and just put some more paint on it. There's mold in the walls. It's damaged. And check this out. You can't even see the mold. You just getting respiratory infections and you don't know why. And then you have somebody come out and test the walls to see if there's mold, black mold, if there's any of that type of stuff, asbestos in the walls. And then it tests positive, and that's how you are made aware that this needs to come all the way down. That's what's going on in our minds. And I had to realize after the passing of my children, I've just been trying to plow through. I'm going to keep on going forward. And I am. I'm very strong. I'm very strong. But I don't care how strong you are. That mind suffers. And it needs to be decluttered, just like a computer brain. If you got too many programs, too many installs, if you got too much on your hard drive, your computer is at risk of crashing, catching a virus. So what do you have to do? You have to go into your hard drive, and you got to cleanse your hard drive. You have to declutter your hard drive. You have to remove unwanted apps. Get rid of duplicate downloads. You have to clean the brain of the computer, and then it will start performing. Notice what happens when it is too cluttered. It slows down. Dang, I can't log on. Man, my speed is acting up. Your speed is acting up because you got too many installations on that computer brain, and that computer brain is telling you, I can't take no more. We're out of storage here. That's the same way that happens in your mind. Hey, Coach Keys, what's going on, brother? That's the same thing what happens in our mind. We out here living for everybody else, but what about us? And it's okay to take care of you. You got to give the same amount of energy, time, commitment, self-care, love to yourself that you give out to everybody else, unless what you're doing is absolutely fake, because you can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. You can't serve anybody else if you don't serve yourself. We running around here half masking it, and we are sick mentally. We're sick emotionally. And there ain't nobody to come and tell us, look, you need to be first. You got to get on an airplane. And they tell you, look, if we get to a certain altitude or get to experiencing turbulence, severe turbulence, then this mask will fall down out of right here in front of your face. We're going to ask you to put your mask on first. Don't matter if you got an infant. First thing, natural reaction is going to be, let me give my infant this oxygen mask. But no, they tell you to put it on first, because if you are dead from a lack of oxygen, then how would your child get oxygen? If there's only one can of string beans and you say, I'm going to feed my kids first, and then I'll just wait. Once you die of starvation, who's going to feed your children? So they tell you, you eat first. You drink first. Because you won't be good enough to take care of nobody else. You'll be sick, or you'll be unalived. You'll be expired. And we need to apply that same principle. If you want to have prosperity, especially if you believe in the word, it said above all things, above you ministering, above you being the best wife, the best husband, the best mother, the best father, above all things, I pray, beloved, that you prosper. Prosper means to have favor. It means for people to be envy and jealous of you. It means to be, let me give you all of it, because I don't want to shortchange you. I really don't. I had to go look at it and was like, wow, prosperity is not just money. It does include money, and it does include riches, but it includes peace. You prosperous if you have peace. You know what you're doing to your body when your body is at a state of peace? It's not in that fight or flight mode. Me being a medical assistant and having to go to medical school, I had to learn that every minute that your body is in that fight or flight state, your immune system don't work for 8 hours. And wonder why people around here getting sicknesses and illnesses and diseases and all the bacteria and viruses that they can actually get, because their immune system is weakened. Don't be in fight or flight mode for 1 year. You can just add that up. Every minute your immune system does not work for 8 hours. Imagine how many minutes it is in a day. And you stay in that state for 365. No. Hold on 1 second. Did it make me open up another tab? It did. Hold on, because I want y'all to know. And okay. Prosper. It says the word prosper appears 90 times in scripture. It means to have continued success, to thrive, to grow, to flourish, and to have wealth as well as good fortune. I want to go to this particular scripture that I'm quoting. Above all things, above all things, I wish 3 John 2. Okay. I want to get the real original Greek word. 3 John 2. Okay. I want to tell you exactly what prosper means, because he says, above all things, I pray that in all respects that you may prosper and be in good health. Your health is included. Sound. Health means sound. And he says, I didn't give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. What does a sound mind mean? A sound mind means a mind free from trauma. A mind free of scars. That's what a sound mind means. So you mean to tell me that to be in good health, just as your soul prospers, what is your soul? Your mind, your will, and your emotions. Because your mind, your emotions come from the mind. And in your mind controls your will. I can do that. No, you can't. Yeah, you're right. I remember the last time I failed. Yeah, I ain't even going to try because I failed. I just remember. If you had a sound mind, you'd be like, I can do everything. I got this. I don't care if it takes me 100 tries. I'm never going to tell myself that I can't. I'm never going to put limitations. That comes from a messed up mind, period. Can't say it no other way. Your mind has some fragments that are missing, that are not together. They were traumatized. They were hurt when mama didn't encourage you, when daddy didn't come and see you, when he didn't believe you was his child. You set up mental illness in the mind. So now you be like, yeah, I know that man don't want me. Or yeah, I know, those bros don't want to hang out with me. My own daddy didn't hang out with me. Instead of looking at it like, what if his only job was to put his seed in my mama and give me life and birth me in the earth? What was that? What if that was his only purpose? What was that my mama's only purpose, to not abort me and to give me life? No matter where I grew up, I grew up. Having a sound mind will have you looking at things differently. Having a sick mind will have you looking at things differently. Okay? So, above all things, I pray that you prosper. I'm going to give you the word for prosperous. Have a happy, successful life. Well, good life. To be on the right path. To succeed. Hold on, I'm scrolling down. To be helped on their road or on their journey. To succeed in business affairs. To be healthy in their physical bodies. Free of ailments, because ailments come from internal sicknesses. Don't know if y'all know that. Asthma is rooted in fear. Anxiety is rooted in fear. High blood pressure is rooted in anger. Cancer is rooted in bitterness. See, the doctors want to tell you how to temporarily suppress it, but the Most High come and tell you how to cure it. Go to the root of it. When you get to the root, you destroy the fruits. It says for bitterness is rotten to your bones. That's where cancer comes from. Sinus issues and allergies. Y'all got to look it up. Okay. But what I'm starting is a me first movement, because charity begins at home first and then spreads abroad. And I remember when I was raising my children, my first set of children, I had to bring them openly on a platform, even though I did it in private. I brought them openly on a platform so that others could see this is probably my life, and then go fix the error. I know my kids suffer trauma. Me trying to have 6 kids, okay, single, trying to make it on welfare, not enough at all, ever. I'm juggling if I should pay my rent, pay my electricity bill, be able to afford my kids some clothes. I'm trying to go work. I don't have adequate babysitters, that can pick my kid up from school here. I'm trying to battle all of this and trying to juggle all of this. And when the kids, got too loud, or when they was playing too much, y'all be quiet. Sit down, please. Because my mind couldn't handle it. So now my kid's sitting there like, then I come back and be like, look, it's a lot going on. And you ain't did nothing to me. It's just that I'm dealing with a lot. Y'all hear how some of these parents talk to their children, calling them B words, tearing them up spiritually because they frustrated. No, MFer, you ain't getting that. Told you you can't. No, I told you we can't afford that. What part of that you don't understand? I'm out here doing this all by my mother effing self. Don't ask me for a God, Zigo, baba, bop, dang, baba, just cussing them out. I'm like, bruh, them kids gonna be messed up. Hello to the new abusers. My mama did too. She'd be like, you get on my nerves. You talk just like your daddy. So I can't stand him. So I'm like, dang, you hate my dad? I'm steady trying to be up underneath you. You bald-headed. She called my brother, you bald-headed, ski bald-head bastard. You always doing something. Her favorite word was to call me and other women witches. You witch. Crazy. Grew up like that in real life. So that shaped how men talk to me. Me and my homegirls used to call each other the B word. What's up, B? What's up, B? Now you better not ever call me that. For real. I'm going to have to set Jesus to the side for a second and sock you upside your head, because that's not what I am. I can't even believe that I used to allow myself to be called that. And I used to call my friends that. It's crazy. Okay? So, Me Too movement, 60 days of total transformation. And if you want to transform your life, it's first going to start with your mind. Y'all know that I am a coach and a consultant. So I always come by here to bring you guys opportunities that will change your financial forecast and that will put your family in a better position. But if your mind don't believe it, you'll never achieve it. It'll just be there in your mind. If you don't believe that you should have better, that you could have better, success works hand in hand with you. Success is waiting on you. Coming out of poverty is waiting on you. It's a mindset, it's a mind change. And you can't make, beneficial decisions in your mind if your mind is messed up. So you got a bunch of people chasing a shiny object syndrome. Well, yeah, I want to go do that. And I want to have that. But their mind won't let them obtain it. Yeah, I didn't sign up for this. That's too much. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm going to count myself out. Yeah, this ain't working for me. I just had to tell 2 of my clients today, speaking negatively out of their mouth. You can't do that on my watch. Not over here. I'm going forever. That's like saying a cuss word around me. When you be starting to murmur and complain and you start to say, oh, not to say they was murmuring and complaining. They start speaking doubt and you start, how you doing? Oh, I'm just barely making it. Well, bye. I'll call you back when you doing all right. Okay. You barely making it. Do you know that your words are so powerful? But as a man thinketh, so is he. Out of the abundance of your heart. What heart? This heart that beats the chamber? No, the heart of your brain. Out of the abundance of a man's heart, the mouth speaks. Your heart don't tell you what to speak. Your heart just beats. It has 4 chambers. Left ventricle, right ventricle. It's pumping blood through your body. Not that heart. The heart of your brain. Because your mind tells your hand to move. Your mind tells your eyes to blink. Your mind tells your body it's tired. Your mind tells your body it's hungry. Your mind tells your body you got to pee, and when you see a toilet, you about to pee on yourself. Your mind controls whether you will walk forward or backwards, whether you can kick your foot forward. It comes from your mind. It does not come from your limbs. Your limbs participate with your brain. When you tell yourself, I can, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. You know who will stop you? You. The moment you say, I can't. The moment you say, I can. So because I always come by here with opportunities, this is an opportunity of transformation. I know that if you change your mind, you'll change your life. You want to know how I know? Because when I changed my mind, my life changed. And that's real talk. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get my next meal or money from. Now, trust me, God is in control and He is my source. But when I say that I don't have to worry about where my next meal and stuff, like, dang, how I'm going to get this, how I'm going to get that. No, I just go in my mind. God saw that it was dark and needed some light. And then He said, look, we need light. Let there be light. You can't create nothing in your mind because your mind is too boggled up. Because your idea, your breakthrough, your provision, it's in your mind. You don't even have time to think, what can I do or present or sell or offer to somebody right now that will help me get myself out of this mess? If my rent is $1,100 and I got 3 days to come up with my rent and I don't know a way or a clue, what could I offer to somebody that can solve their problem? What is it that people is looking for right now? And how can I include what I do? Oh, okay, there's a lot of people that like to eat, but they don't know how to cook. I know how to cook. I can get on live, turn my camera on and cook a meal. Grow a whole entire audience because people are nosy. And people do Intentionally, they want to know how to cook. I have a daughter that doesn't know how to cook. So explaining to them, this how you wash your meat, and this how you do such and such, and this how you do such and such, and by the way, since all 1,000 of y'all is up in here watching me cook, I'm having a workshop. I got space for 12 people. It's $97. And I'm having a workshop coming up next weekend or whenever you want to pick. And I'll show 12 of you guys how to produce signature dishes or whatever it is you want to teach them. How to savor your meat, how to wash them the right way, how to make a meal. And now you just made yourself $1,200 on a pre-sale because the event or the workshop ain't even happened yet. But people be like, sign me up because I need to learn. This is a problem that you solve it. How is it that women can get online and put on makeup and have thousands of people watching them? Because they don't know how to put on makeup. So they watching to see how she do that with that pencil. Let me go try that. How she do that with that compact? If you good at putting on makeup, you might as well turn on the camera. If you're good at cooking food, you might as well turn on the camera. That's all Rachel Ray did. Ain't nobody tasted Rachel Ray food. She turns on the camera. Hey, you guys, we're cooking salmon, pink salmon with shredded lettuce, and they looking and they watching and they like, I'm gonna make that. They look, this is so good. Oh my God, you guys, this is so amazing. And just by that, people are hooked. Power of persuasion. It's that simple. It's that easy. If I got to go to the because you always got the answer on the inside, but if your mind ain't clear and you can't hear in the spirit realm, you missed it. God, I'm really believing you to come through. I didn't already spoke to you. You can't hear me because you're cluttered. You a mind hoarder. You got too much stuff in there. You trying to figure it out. Well, who can I call? I didn't tell you to call nobody. I told you that I gave you a gift. Big Mama showed you how to cook them persimmon cookies or the macadamia nuts, something like that. Go sell you some plates. Take some pictures of your food after it's done. Write it in local. Hey, I'm selling plates. Pork chop plates, $20 a plate, $10 a plate. He will give you the answer. Period. But when your mind is on 9 or 10, you can't hear that. So therefore you can't do it. So with that being said, y'all, because I said it, I only wanted to be here 30 minutes and y'all see me blinking profusely because I'm tired. My eyes are burning. They hurt. On top of this makeup that's on here, right? So I need to go wash my face and lay it down straight up. But I'm starting a me first movement because that is very important. It's important to yourself. It's important to your mental health. It's important to your financial health. It's important to your relational health. There is levels of prosperity. You should be prosperous in your friendships. For the simple fact, thank you for the hearts. For the simple fact, money ain't gonna carry you to your grave. Your boss status ain't gonna carry you to your grave. Your car ain't gonna carry you to your grave. Your house ain't gonna carry you to your grave. It's gonna be people. People. That's gonna carry you to your grave. So you need to have good relationships, healthy relationships, able to communicate. You all traumaed up. So every time somebody say something, you all hostile. What? You all defensive because people didn't say things to you over and over and over again that was wrong. And that traumatized you. So now if somebody come with some positive correction, you think that they coming up against you. All of this stuff. Me first mean that I'm taking time to get my mind right. Me first is saying that I'm going to take my time to make sure that I'm showing up exceptionally for my work, for my husband, for my wife, for my children, that I'm not just around here winging it no more. I refuse to go out like this. I refuse to. That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means. So we're going to be starting a 60 days of total transformation. We need to do some root work in the mind. Get them roots out that and bury themselves and grew up with you, stopping you, preventing you from believing that you can do all things. You want to get unstuck? Get unstuck in your mind first. That's where you get unstuck. And I'm only offering it to, I'm not even going, I think the first group I'm going to offer it to is going to be anywhere from like 12 to 24. This is a movement. And I wanted to continue to go forward. But for 60 days, we're going to spend time together. Not only are we going to spend time together, feeding our mind positively, working through deliverance, learning how to put ourselves first, doing activities of self-care for real, learning how to properly communicate and relate and dealing with unpacking trauma. We're going to unpack this real estate so we can put new stuff up in it. You have a positive community, a personal, private, a positive community. We make sure that we manifest by using positive affirmations that feed our mind positivity. Say it takes 21 days to create a new habit. We're doing it for 60. At the end of this is what you will receive: a total transformation of your mind. You will be ready to fly when you leave. Your mind will be so renewed and so much stronger, so much clearer, so much at peace. Your marriage, if you're married, will be better. Your parenting will be better. Your health will be better. Your money will be better. Your whole life. You change your mind, you change your life. Period. You change your life by changing your mind. You change your mind, you change your life. That's real. We done did every other work but that mind work, and that's why we still stuck in the same place, okay? So really, I think it's like $3 a day. It's $97 per month. It's 60 days, 2 months, which is the total of $194. I want you to go on a journey with me as I take a journey with you of total transformation. And at the end of these 60 days, we're going to go in like a caterpillar. We're going to come out like butterflies. We're going to have a metamorphosis. And by the end of the 60 days, like I said, your communication, your relationship, your finances, your health, that's priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. You're supposed to be having life and having life more abundantly. That's what was promised and given to you. That was paid for in blood for you. So if you're not having life and life more abundantly, check your brain. Check your mind. What are your beliefs? How do you speak over yourself? I have to tell my mama this all the time. She be looking for something. She be like, hot dang it, Verdine, with your stupid stuff. Where do you put this stuff at? I'm like, what? Don't ever speak like that over yourself. You're not stupid. You just forgot where you put it. Period. We got some damage and some trauma to undo. And I'm inviting you on a journey with me because I got some to undo. And I guarantee you in the next 60 days, everything about me will have changed. I'm dedicating 60 days to me first. I'm not doing no social media. So I'm going to announce any opportunities that I have available. You might want to take me up on them. If you ever wanted to work with me, get into any of my programs, coaching programs at a discounted price, you better get in now. I've already contacted people in Alaska. I mean, not Alaska, excuse me. I'm thinking Aloha, Hawaii. I got people in Texas. I got people all over the United States that say, you know what? It's time. We making money, but that mind ain't right. Our mind ain't right. Our health is right. Our money is right, but our mind is not right. I seen a grown man cry about his birth mother. Now, this man is a millionaire. And you look at these millionaires and you be like, wow, they really doing it big and not knowing what they dealing with. This man's own mother had about 11 kids. He was the 12th. By the time he came, she despised him. Didn't want to raise him. Didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Treated him like that all his life. There was another lady, an African American lady, that stepped up to be big mama for him. Helped take him, and care for him as a child all the way up until his adulthood. His biological mother passed away. He kept trying to reach out, have a relationship. She kept rejecting him. I don't want nothing to do with you for whatever reason. She went to her grave with the reason. He never knew. So he went there and they said, hey, your mom's getting ready to pass away, blah, 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 blah. He went there, try to make amends before she passed. Still didn't happen. After she passed, he went to the funeral. She didn't even list him as her child in the obituary. And when I tell you that this man boo-hooed, he had everybody boo-hooing. I'm like, dang, not because of the situation. The situation was horrible. But because this man looked like he had it all together. Meanwhile, on the inside, this man was broken. He was so broken. And it just poured out. This man sobbed like a baby. I was like, you just never know. You don't ever know what people are going through. And so I want to do something about it, okay? So that is the opportunity. We also will have an in-person, and you will get access to be able to come to the in-person at a special price, have a VIP experience, etc. Because I want to make sure that after we get well, that we maintain our wellness. Okay, we're not coming to a one-time situation after 60 days, because habits are easy to retract back to. This is why you need accountability. This is why you need the community. Okay. This is why you need other like-minded individuals that's doing the same thing with you at the same time. And then be able to come together and celebrate your achievements, celebrate your milestones, celebrate the things that are changing, and then still making sure you good. We need that from one another. We need that. You got young folks not wanting to be here anymore. Why? Because they mind tell them life is not worth being, they mind. And they mind. You got people dealing with trauma that they don't know how to deal with, unpack, and get healed so that they can show up as the best version of themselves. Where they actually are living, they have life and they are living. They're doing the things that they love. They're able to go and do those things without any regrets, without having to lie about, I needed some time off, so I'm just going to tell them I'm sick. That's a lie from the pits of hell. We're not doing that. So for 60 days of total transformation, we will change our mind. We will change our life. We will change our relationships, or the trajectory of our relationships, and we will change our money. Starting with the mind. Okay. So like I said, you can add it up to like maybe $3 a day. It's $194 for the whole 60 days. This is not a course. This is a transformation. I can't even give it no other name. It's a transformation. And I guarantee you, guaranteed results, that if things are not looking better for you in your life in those areas, I'll give you a full refund, period. I'll give you a full refund. You show me that I didn't did everything we doing that I'm implementing it and don't nothing change, then you need a full refund. Okay. Lastly, before I go, because I'm at the 1 hour mark, any programs that I have, if you want to know why you can't write the book, that's why you stuck in your mind. Dr. T, can I work with you in the 60-day transformation as an admin or virtual assistant? We can talk about that. I may have something else. But yeah, we can talk about that. I want y'all to share this with everybody. This needs to be a movement. They out here celebrating and promoting mental illness. Okay? Krishan Rock, even though I'm not in the worldly stuff and stuff like that, we commanded to go into those certain markets and bring the light to those that are in darkness. And my heart just goes out to this young lady. I do not like her ways, but it's so terribly sad how the whole world drags this young lady, and she's been traumatized all her life. Wait for me. I'm coming. Um, and there's nobody step up to the plate to try to really school this young lady. They take them and drag them to filth. Period. And not realizing that how she gonna take care of a baby and she ain't never had that type of experience. This girl is just going through trauma. And she's just going through trauma. Got all the money that she could possibly get, is still traumatized, and it's showing in her behaviors. Sometimes having money magnifies your trauma, your problems. So now you start thinking, I can do whatever, whenever, however I want to. Yeah, I got all of this and I got all of that. That's how she talked to people. And make more people come up against her and talk about her and all of this stuff. I'm not making no excuses for Puff Daddy, but what happened to him? You don't just wake up wanting to do stuff like that. What happened to R. Kelly? You don't just wake up wanting to do stuff like that. That's something that was practiced on you, or you practice it. And now you've been exposed to it. You didn't open the door to it. So now you have to carry out those acts to fulfill or to feel or feed that spirit. Period. We need to change this. We are called to be the light. But in order for us to be the light, it starts with us. It starts with the man in the mirror. We got to get well first. If I'm sick and you sick, how I'm going to help you? And how you going to help me? No, I got to go get well first and then come back and help you. And then get you well. Yeah. Yeah. But this will open doors for y'all. You'll be able to write your books. You'll be able to go forth in your business. You'll be able to have healthy boundaries in your relationships. You'll be able to show up to your kitchen table, to have time with your family or whatever it is. Show up to your workplace. You will be able to serve if you a servant in a different capacity because you're free. Okay. Before I go really quickly, my husband, like, if you don't get up off of here, and y'all can tell I'm tired. I'm stressed, straining my eyes, literally. Any programs, I have the book bestseller in stages. A book should come out of this. This is a time where you scribe and you're able to tell your story and utilize tools and stuff that'll help you write it faster. You can come out of this 60 days ready to be an author and a bestseller, and then ready to start impacting. The highest paid position is a communicator, a speaker, an author. Why do you think every rich or wealthy person has a book? That's something that you can write one time and live off of forever. Even after you gone, that book will still be on Amazon or wherever else. That's generational wealth. If all you did was wrote books, memoirs, fictional, non-fictional, that's all you did was wrote books. That could be your business. And then become a ghostwriter and help other people write their books. Push them past this. What you learn in this 60 days, you can turn around and go start your own stuff, your own movement. Reach your tribe. It's enough for us. I can't reach the world. You can't reach the world. But we can reach the world together. Each one teach one. Okay? So any programs that I have, just to name a few off the top of my head, I can't remember them all. It's like 12 of them. But the funding play, you want to be in a better position funding wise. The 200K funding play, still have that available if you want to get on government contracts. This weather is about to be dumb crazy. Okay? I didn't say it, they said it. They say catastrophic storms. They got something brewing in the ocean that they don't even know how to describe. They're just calling it Leviathan. Couple months ago, after that solar eclipse, you guys, I want y'all to pay attention where these storms are happening. These storms are happening in the very place where that X crossed on the solar eclipse, and then the path that it took all the way up to Washington and New York. That's where the new storms is at. And then now we are getting an unprecedented type of heat. So after the tornadoes and the hail that was this big, now we got heat. I mean, debilitating heat. Dangerously hot heat for Texas and California. That warning. So many, they preparing for hurricanes. They said they are still reeling from the last hurricane 2 years ago. But one thing about this I can say, I'm always saddened about the loss of life, casualties, the damage, the destruction. But in the midst of ruins, beauty is made as well. So not only can we be out there helping transform people's lives and make an impact, we can make a lucrative income. 1 month worth of work, can you imagine $1 million? I done showed y'all over and over again. If I get some more time to show y'all what these contracts are looking like, there shouldn't be no other reason why you would do anything else but go get you a government contract. If I don't do nothing else but give me a government contract, period. And they're gonna need help. They are already saying, look, you know, we in hurricane season. I done showed y'all videos where these cats then made them $300,000 in 30 days. Transporting water and pallets and baby diapers and all of this stuff. Red Cross gonna need help. They're gonna have contracts everywhere, my friends. And this is how you set up generational wealth. This will give you the biggest boost of your life just to get one government contract. So I have the government contracts. I have the land banking. I'm getting ready to schedule a tour, okay, for those in the land bankers group. Once we go through the course, if they would like to come down and find them a piece of property, listen, you can buy land as little as $300. Go buy you a blueprint for $20. Now you got something that's going to be built on that land. Now you go get it appraised. That land that you bought from $300 now becomes worth $500,000 because of the blueprint that you got on there. You go to the bank, you say, this is what the land is. I got it valued, appreciated, and this is what they appreciated it for. Can I get 80% of a loan to go ahead and make this project a project? You go find somebody to do that project. They give you 80% of the loan. Now you have enough money to go rinse, wash, and repeat. Go buy you some more land. This is how you become landlords. I'm also doing the Mother Truckers Tribe transportation. Start you a virtual fleet. You want to know how to start a rental car business with under $100? You can be doing luxury rental cars. It don't even have to be driving a big rig. You never have to drive any type of fleet to begin with. So many different ways to play and to scale a transportation business. Dispatching, that's done from home. Freight brokering, that's done from home. Trailer rental, that's done from home. Coaching, that's done from home. You can actually run the load and have a driver on the road on your phone. Okay, you should never have a phone bill. If you do, shame on you. And if you don't think that you need that your phone is more, it should be a money making tool versus a phone bill, then you need to join me in the Me First movement so we can change your mind. We're not buying liabilities and responsibilities. Everything that you have should be an asset. How do I leverage this? I pay $200 for the bill, but I make $20,000 a month from this device. It's called a cell phone. Just like I'm talking to y'all, you can turn on your camera and talk to people too. It's the best form of marketing. Best form of marketing. Okay. I did say last night that I'm not doing any workshops, especially during the 60 days, but I forgot next weekend there is a print on demand workshop. Let me show y'all how to go take somebody else's product, books, wallets. I mean, they create the stuff for you. They hold all the inventory. All you do is put your brand and image, and that's it. You can be richy rich off of TikTok before they go down. You can blow up and become a millionaire. It's a wallet for Father's Day. So right now, you guys are a little bit behind, especially if you ain't signed up for that print on demand to meet the demand for Father's Day. But baby, 4th of July is coming up. There is something happening every single month. 4th of July in July. August is back to school. September is Labor Day. October is Halloween. November is Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday. And December is Christmas. You still, every single month, you can do you 10K. Anywhere from an extra 1K minimum if you don't want to put in no work. But since y'all joining me on that Me First movement, I know our mindset's going to be right and ready and to do 10K months. Just off of print on demand. I can have a clothing brand print on demand. I can have wallets, cutting boards, jewelry, print on demand. That's what's popular for men right now. A shaving thing. They got these beaded bracelets that say dad. They got these shirts that say dad and the date that they was established as a dad, the year that they was established as. Listen, I'm going to show y'all some stuff, okay? I'm going to lay it on you. You need to sign up and trust me that I am going to bring the game. When you leave there, you have no excuse. You have so many platforms. If you want to go take somebody else's book, you didn't have to write. And change just a little bit of it. Maybe the name, the intro, change just a little bit of it. Now you got a print on demand book. How to make 90K in 30 days. You didn't even have to write it. Okay? There's all kind of ways to play, but that mind got to be right to believe. Like, dang, I don't see this as a cost. What is that going to cost me? But this as an investment. That's a sick mind versus a sound mind. This thing going to make me more money. Versus this going to take away from what I got over here. And I ain't got enough of this. So I got my print on demand masterclass. I also have Grow Your it's a grow a group and events. If y'all want to get to 6 and 7 figures, if you didn't watch my video last night, please go watch that. Break down how you can get to 6 or 7 figures. Not even, I'm going to give y'all an example right now. There is a group on Facebook that I'm a part of. She has 862,000 women in this group. She went inside the group once she built it. Did she build that one by one? No, there's ways and strategies to build these groups. All of us are in groups as we speak. We're trying to learn AI, trying to learn dieting for widows, for empty nesters, for married couples, all of this stuff. We have groups for dog lovers, for uh, uh, pit bull lovers, all of this stuff, foodies, travel critics, homesteaders, homeschoolers. There's groups for everything. Why do you think that is so? But this woman has 862,000 women in this group. So then she goes and she say, how many of you 862,000 want to promote your business to my 862,000? 2,000 out of that 862,000 said, yeah, I'm in, coach, and I'm one of them for $97. Because we know we can do 6 figures, 7 figures just on all your audience alone without ever having to pay for ads. $97. The average ad spend technically is a couple of $100 to actually see a return on your investment. But all I got to do is give you $97 a month, and I can talk to almost 1 million people. I'm in. So 2,000 people said yes. That is $192,000 per month. That is $2 million per year off of a dang on Facebook group. And then you want to go ahead and have either a virtual event or an in-person event, because that is where you're going to offer them into a mentorship or some type of high-ticket offer and do you 6 or 7 figures in 1 day or 2 days, a weekend. So you got 7 figures coming from your group and 6 or 7 figures coming from your events. I'm only looking for 11 more women. I only want to deal with the women on this first go with that. I'm going to show you how to do 6 and 7 figures. Well, how you going to show us? Because I didn't did it, and I didn't show y'all receipts. Too many. I didn't show y'all receipts. So I'm qualified to show you. I've taken this out of my mastermind. So say, hey, I don't want to get into all that AI. Well, learn these groups and events. I'm telling you, the least I made at an event, the least was a $40,000 day. That'll change some of y'all lives, real talk, right now, right here, right now. That will change some of y'all lives. That'll put you in a better position to get out of debt, to do a whole bunch of things, okay? So that's a whole entire 8-week. I'm going to show you how to use automations and AI to respond to. It's just so phenomenal. Grow a group and then do some events. And your girl want to show you, okay? So I have that available to you as well. And then I'm also looking for, I'm looking for a mentee. That I can teach how to buy land, flip it, how to do government contracts, how to go beyond that with the 8 and Hub Zone program, how to establish land, how to buy it dirt cheap, get dirt rich, how to put it under a holding company, put the LLCs on there, create yourself an infinite bank for your family, your community, how to become the bank, right? How to establish this in a trust so nobody can ever sue you. You don't own anything. So you paper poor, but asset rich. And you create a legacy of wealth for all of those that come behind you. I'm looking for a mentee that I can actually pass the baton to, teach you this information that is going to transform those across the nations. Had a few people in mind, and the time is now. I don't always advertise this, but the time is now. There's been times that I can't show up, so I need somebody who has the same heart, who the Most High can entrust with these valuable pearls that will change your life, and then have the heart and the capacity to want to change other people's lives. That's what this mentorship is about. We also have a transportation workshop coming up next Friday or Saturday. That one is going to be hosted by my husband and myself as well, so that we can show you how to take a transportation business from scratch to scale, how to monetize off of it, how to book loads. We're going to show you the whole juice, okay? How to do that, all of that stuff. That's going to be next Saturday. Believe he's offering that for $97. He has not done one of these live workshops in over a year. So get in, friends. They be fully loaded, okay? How to show you how to build business credit the proper way. How to go get your fleet with that. We're actually, and I better not say that, I'm going to just keep that closed, but we done found another avenue of transportation that's very lucrative, especially in the area that we're in. And like I said, it's something so simplistic. It really is something so simplistic. He gave us the download. He was like, look, there's a problem. And the problem is this. To me, people can't cook out here. I'm from the West Coast, and I'm thinking like, yeah, when I get back to, like the South and all of that stuff, I know their food gonna be bomb, and it's disgusting. And I'm like, they really, this ain't really popping for me. And so I'm like, this, I don't like this. Food ain't, and it just ain't all piped up to what it be. And then I just clearly heard the Lord say, if you don't like it, then solve the problem. Make the type of food that you like, because somebody else is looking for the type of food that you like. And you have a gift and you know how to cook. So you do it. So we got some other joint ventures going on in the transportation space. When I tell y'all, and if you really want to get to that big, big bag, you would say, to heck with all that other fleet. Let me go get me a charter bus and have somebody drive those for me, because that's where you get them corporate contracts. When you haul in baseball and football and basketball teams, that's where you get to that big bag at, friends, okay? So you make sure, if you want to know how to start from scratch and scale a transportation business, you make sure you want to get on that. Everything else that I have will be in the description below. Look, my 60 days is starting in just a few short days. After these workshops, you ain't going to see your girl on here live. If you see something live playing, it's going to be live streamed. It ain't going to be me showing up in the flesh. I'm taking the time to do what I need to do, to do what I need to do, to put me first so I can show up as a better version of me. Every bank that told me no, I'm coming back to buy it. Every devil that tried to stop me, I'm trampling them under my feet. Everything that I ever dreamed of and ever wanted, I'm going after it. And guess where it begins? In my mind. Okay? So, any opportunities available will be in the description below. When you stop seeing this video shortly, it will be too late and it will be a done deal. Okay? Any questions for me? From New Jersey, moved to North Carolina, the food is not popping like New Jersey. Then let's start something that's popping. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. And then gave me the strategy of how to do it. So I'm not just stuck and confined to one place. Nah. Baby, we come to you. Ain't no problems. Any questions for me? I'm going to go ahead and go, y'all. But I want to make sure, while this is on sale, if we finna show you how to make multiple streams of income, and this is just coming from a place where the Most High has been dealing with us. If you are going to show people how to make thousands of dollars, Tawana, if I have shown you how to do $1 million, then your prices will not be $97. Okay? Prices will not be $97. It's just not possible. And I need you to attract the right people. And that's just been one of my prayers. If I can't serve them, then let me move forward. Let me move on. Because I'm here to serve them. That's all I want to do is serve them. I want to show them how to get themselves out of a situation, out of a position. Okay. The 60-day transformation should be in the description. If not, use the payment information. Is $194. It's also on my page too. Okay. It might not be in the description, but it's $194 for 60 days. I really admonish us all to take this journey together. I'm telling you, when my money changed is when my mind changed. And my mind was forced to change during the pandemic. Told y'all about the YouTube Faceless. YouTube with AI, there is one tool that will make all your videos and you never have to show your face. It gives you ranking. It gives you SEO. You can get YouTube rich for real. Just like other content creators, content is the new currency. Content is a new currency and success leaves clues. Let me show you. I know how to do it. I paid a lot of money to learn it. Now let me show you while I'm offering it to you on a discount. Because when I come out of this metamorphosis, you will not be able to pay me beneath what I am charging. Whether that's too high for you or not. What I am charging, what I want to make. Everything about my life is changing. And I want yours to change too, so we can grow and go together. God got some amazing things for us, and I done seen some amazing things. I come from eating out of the garbage can, and He has taken me and opened doors and connected me to people that I'm still like, wow, I'm in awe, y'all. And I just want y'all to have some of this. I just want y'all to feel this. I remember crying so many days. I remember. My kids seeing me cry so many days. My husband seeing me cry so many days. God, if you do it for me, I will help your people. And I have been true to my word. I have been true to my word. And that's what I want to do. I want to show you. But people don't value free stuff. And the number one thing that the Most High God says, buy wisdom and also buy understanding. Go look that scripture up. That'll be your homework. Just type in those keywords. It'll change your life. It changed mine. I had to change my mind. I'm like, dang, that's all it took. When I found out how simple it was to get wealth, I was mad at myself for 1 year. I said, if somebody would have taught me this, man, I would have been so much further, man. I would not have lost as much as I have lost, suffered as much as I have suffered because of my ignorance. I had to forgive myself. It took me a year to forgive myself. And now every day I vow I will have whatever I want when I want it, and I will not be stopped. If it's a no for right now, that just means next opportunity or next one. I don't look at a no as a rejection. I look at it as you not the one, and I'm going to keep on moving on. It's a mindset shift. Do you hear me? It's a mindset shift. And it starts with you first. So all of the information will be in the description, the price points, the programs. For those over here on TikTok or Instagram, go ahead and hit me up. If you go to my link in bio, my email and all of that stuff is over there. I have a whole entire link tree that's set up with all my information, my YouTube information, Facebook. That way you can go see the details of everything, okay? But it is time. I'm going to say this before I go. Proverbs 23:23. Thank you, sister. It's a buy wisdom. Kim Dotson, I'm glad you came so I can use you as an example on my way out, okay? Because the world got everything messed up. They really do. They think that you're supposed to look like somebody. See, that's a mindset issue right there. She's a perfect example. Let me use her as an example. That is the mindset of people, that you got to look like people. You got to look a certain part. You got to be like this. What's wrong with my eyebrows, or what's up with my eyebrows? They on my face. And ta-da-da-da-da, I'm loving them. I do my own makeup. I don't have nobody doing my makeup because I'm not trying to look like nobody. I'm Tawana Janice Worlds. Let me introduce myself to you. My mother and my grandmother taught me that when you enter somebody's house or enter somebody's room, then you greet them, okay? But since you came in on that dumb stuff, then I'm going to make you as an example up over here today. My eyebrows is on my face. How many bills do you pay? How much time did it take for you to do my makeup? I'll wait. I got a husband. He loves them. We've been married almost 20 years. Who I'm out here trying to impress except him? Also, I'm fearfully and wonderfully created in Christ up above. You ought to get you some. So I'm confident in who I am and how I look. I'm beautiful, made in the image and likeness of God. I don't care if I got paint on my face or not. Okay? Very proud of myself for where I came from, learning how to apply makeup. Okay? And this is the way that I want to wear it on my face. So that's what's up with my eyebrows. Okay? You worry about yours. Mind the business that pays you. Because over here, minding mine ain't going to make you no money. Okay? And then after you got done doing that, did you get paid, or are you still broke? Now that's one for you. After you ask that question, did you get paid, or are you still broke? Period. You can't come over here and make me think that I'm supposed to look like L'Oreal and all of that. No, I'm me. Thicker than a Snicker. Okay? I'm in my own skin. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I come with my own likes, so yours don't matter. But I made you as an example because you got it in your mind that everybody's supposed to look the same. God didn't make copycats. He made originals. And I love being original. I don't want to look like nobody. I don't want to be like nobody. I'm in my own lane. And when you don't swerve, that's how you avoid collisions. Okay? All right, y'all. Any more questions? Okay, now you're wasting on me, but you won't tell anybody else that I said there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not wasting on you. You just came up in here thinking that you was doing something and you got put in your check. That's it. Ain't no love lost. I don't know you. I don't. If you was hungry, I'll feed you. But I will check you and check that spirit you coming in. That's for sure. And then I just educated you. Don't get all butthurt and offended. I just told you what's real. Okay? That's it. I just told you what's real. People have a problem with that. You know how many people then took themselves to the dirt, to the grave, behind people comments like yours, thinking they got to fit in and look a certain way, and they don't like, no, that comes from a mental illness, something wrong with you. Because you wouldn't be worried about my eyebrows. You'd be just worried about yours. If God made these mugs bushy and had them all the way to my ear, I would be pleased with that because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? All right, just keep talking to yourself to make yourself feel better. You on my live. You under my domain. I'm going to keep on talking how I want to, when I want to. Bye. Peace. That's what the devil do. He flees when he is pursued. Now get up out of here with your foolishness. Go ho hop or jump drop or whatever you want to do on somebody else's platform that's going to play with you. Because me, I'm not. I'm going to check you from the neck up, and I'm going to let all my other people see you get checked so they know how to deal with a demon when a demon come on the scene. All right, y'all. Yes, amen. It's like you do you and I do me. That's it, sis. That's it. That's how we supposed to be, right? Ain't that how we supposed to be? I don't want to look like nobody else at all. I don't want to think like nobody else. We're all fearfully and wonderfully created. That's what makes us beautiful. And I don't mind checking. Check. So you destroy hell for a living? Check my resume. Come up over here with some bull crap. I'm going to send you right back to your sender. Bye-bye. You see what she put? Bye-bye. Get up out of here. What you thought I was going to say? Why you talking about my eyebrows? Use my eyebrows, baby. They binds. period. And I'm proud of myself for learning how to do them so that I can stop getting raped whenever I wanted to enhance my beauty or do content and have the camera and angles and all of this the right way. Other than that, I don't need makeup. We'll wipe this off and still look good. How about that? All right, y'all. Peace out. It's late. Love y'all. See y'all on the next time. Brother said all I need is you to email me. Hold on, let me check that comment. All I need is to email you for more info. Yeah, email is right here on the screen. Okay. Email is here on the screen. Phone number is here on the screen. Payment platforms here on the screen. This movement is powerful, and it doesn't surprise me that the attacks will come. Come on now. That's whenever you a threat, you a target. And that's when them demons try to pop up. I'm surprised they came over here on TikTok, but I'm anointed for the cutoff and the cast out. I really am, y'all. Sometimes I have time for it, and sometimes I don't. But I just looked at my watch. I got time today. All right, y'all. Peace out. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next time. Some of y'all will see y'all on the inside. Let's go. The time is now. God needs us more than we need him. At this point in time, God needs us more than we need him at this point in time. He's dependent on us. Okay? With that being said, y'all be blessed above the rest. Stay in peace and not in pieces. And I will see y'all soon. Okay? Mwah.